Welcome back, folks. We are going to jump right into it today. We are doing another massive project. We're going to try to finish this mountain terraforming project that I started a long time ago, and this is the project I needed all that stone from last episode. I've managed to collect up a bunch of stone from around my world, and I'd be stunned if it was enough to complete this, but we'll just have to wait and see. There was originally meant to be 3 mountains in this area, but I took down the other 2 templates. We're just going to focus on this one and then do a few bits and bobs around to try and make these places look a bit taller or steeper or better. I doubt I can make them look any better, but at the end of the day we can add to them and make them a bit more foreboding, perhaps. Of course, this, if you don't know, is the mountain area near the city, and the gates of Moria lie just down here in this valley that I thankfully managed to finish. Yeah, we'll finish that at some point. But today we're just going to be working on the mountain, and it's going to take a while, I know, but I'm up for a challenge. What is that? We should probably just leave them, to be honest. We're not in range of the... I don't think we're in range of the mob farm. Anyway, I'm not sure how much of this I've done on camera, but basically my tactic with this has always been to, well, just throw down a bunch of stone and hope it works. Getting up it, for starters, is a bit of a problem. It doesn't look amazing, I'm not going to lie. Like, I've seen other people terraform. They could do it far better because they can add areas of grass. They can make it look more natural. Me, I just thrown it around and it looks like a big mess. So, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see how this works. But yeah, let's get started. And I've gone too high. But instead of trying to make it uniform, I do try to make it a bit random. Have areas that are a little uneven, and yeah, we'll just see where it takes us from there. Oh dear, look who ran into my line of sight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first Minecraft project. Oh man, like, I've done a lot of tedious projects in my time playing this game, but this one, I don't know, it's just not as inspirational as, like, I know laying a minecart track for 420,000 blocks doesn't sound inspirational, but for whatever reason I got more inspiration out of doing that than this. And the problem is it doesn't even, like, look that good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, my experience with terraforming in this game is pretty much zero. I should say my experience with widespread terraforming is basically zero, but as you can see, it just looks like a big mess. It doesn't look too bad from this side. Let's head over here. But yeah, I've been working for hours now. Haven't gone through the stone as much as I thought I would. I've only used up a few double chestfuls, so I think we should have enough at least to finish this. But jigs, Crivens and help my bob, it's tough. I was half planning to turn it into like a volcano so I didn't have to do it all, but I think that would actually be more work. Plus, it's not really decorated that well, is it, for a volcano like you would expect? Well, think about all the maps that have a volcano in it. I think the one that springs to mind is the one in Chrono Trials that Zenja and I did. There was a volcano in that. It was epic, but there was a lot of different blocks that were used in it. I might want to use something like obsidian or netherrack, fire, lava. This is just stone. Remember, I built a road out of stone and nothing else. Well, guess what? I'm about to build a mountain out of stone and nothing else. Well, I did try to include dirt in originally, but I pretty much gave up. So, yeah. Anyway, I just thought I would give you a little bit of an update. I mean, the mountain's not even half done, is it? You can't really call that half done. I've not even reached the summit. The summit is around the world height limit, but it's very hard to motivate myself to do it. Basically, the plan is finish this mountain, like, all the way around, and then do some sort of a hill slash cliff over here to, like, kind of complete this section, and then maybe do something round the front, have a bit of a slope, a hill or whatnot, and then we're maybe going to do something at the back, but I'm not sure what. Also, I kind of want to cover up that, because that, if you don't know, is this room. Back when I was building it, there wasn't enough space to fit it in under the mountain, like with regards to the dimensions I wanted, so I had to bring it above the mountain, and that is that's why we've got this part in our world. So yeah, my plan is to hopefully cover this over with something. Originally, as I said, there was meant to be three mountains to match the three peaks in the Lord of the Rings. However, I'm struggling to build one of them, so I think we can forget that. So, a lot has taken place since my last update. No, I haven't finished the hill quite yet. Yes, I have started the other... I think it's going to be a series of hills, honestly, given the narrowness of this area. But I will give you a brief rundown of what's going on. As you can see, we've only got part of the hill missing. Yeah, obviously I'm not going to be filling it in. That would be way too many resources and way too much time. But it's looking pretty impressive, height-wise, maybe not design-wise. But what we have done also is began work here, and I've started that. If we just head over here, I've started that by completely changing the grass on this slope out with stone to obviously act as a suitable transition between the river and the mountain. And I think we might do that over the other side of that mountain, the tall one. The one we're working on now, or the series of hills we're working on now, won't be as high as that one, but they will still hopefully reach an impressive height. And yeah, you can still see the old path here and everything like that. So it's coming along quite well. I'm not quite sure how it's going to look come the end, but hopefully it'll be impressive enough. Just going to head up here and try and get a view of the second slope from inside. Yeah, it's going to be a fair size. Not massive, but big enough. And yeah, I'm quite positive about it. It's not taking... Well, yeah, it's taking quite a long time, but it's not taking as long as I thought it would. Like, I expected to be here for months and months, but no, it's not going to take that long. And we should have enough resources. Like, and even if we run out, I reckon I could just smelt up a bunch of cobblestone that I've got, and that will do the job. But yeah, this is the progress so far. Also, you can kind of see I've increased the size of the back wall there, and it's kind of gone over the top. I'm not sure if I like that or not. I might just stick with the gradient of the hill. I kind of wanted to keep the grass there as a little plateau, and also because there's a chicken there, which is kind of funny. But I think we might just cut out all that grass and keep it solid stone. I'll see. That's something to consider going forward. But yeah, this is my progress update. Now it's back to the grind. Oh, look who we've got. Look who's come to join the party. Should we try and kill the leader with an epic long shot? That wasn't too far away. There we go. There we go, he's dead now. And I've got the ill omen effect, which we can remedy if we hop down here. And I don't have my sounds on, I've just realised. Anyway, as you can see, that is what we've got done. Got most of this kind of ranged out. And I like the variation. I like the variation in the height. We might try and get a high point over here, another high point. But yeah, that's how it looks now. Should we try and get a front view of it? I've had a few front views, and it does look pretty cool. Yeah, look at that. Just fly over here. Yeah, I mean, it's like, okay, the mountain, they don't look great. Very rugged. A very rugged look, which isn't too aesthetically pleasing. They almost look like they're quarried, which doesn't really make much sense, because you'd have to have a lot of people digging and a lot of random digging at that. I mean, look at that. That is... But at the same time, just the height of them and that does lend itself well to adding a bit of, well, height, obviously, but also just something different to the map, which I kind of like. And I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not going back now. I'm not going to like tear down that and try and redo it in a nicer way. I could not do that, so that's fine. But yeah, we've got the two hills here are the hill range and the mega hill. Then we've got the waterfall in the middle, and then once you go up here, you're into the final strait before Moria. This is what I like about it. This is what I wanted. And the top of this area is actually 150. 152. The top of that is close to the world height limit, another 100 blocks up. So not too big of a disparity between them. And as you can see, this hill range, the smallest, or the smaller of the hill ranges, does tower over the city, which is good. You know, it actually really annoyed me. Like, I finished this city build in 2017. I finished this build here, the cathedral. This was, I think, the first, other than the wall, it was the first kind of main build that I did. And I finished that way back in, let's just say it was 2016. Conservative estimate 2016. Very early in the life cycle of this world. It always bothered me that this build, a build that was in a city, towered above the mountain range that was right next door. But that is no longer the case, as you can see. It is very much dwarfed by these new mountains. I might add snow to the top of these, you know, snow blocks. That's definitely in my thinking, especially that one up there. One change, rather, that has come to this room is there's less mobs. I mean, okay, I see less mobs. There's 2 mobs, 3 mobs. But there's definitely less mobs spawning in here because of the amount of dark spots under the terrain that we've built. Well, I have finished, folks. I finished placing every single last bally block that I will need to place in order to have the mountains completed. I'm going to hopefully AFK around here for a while and hopefully get a rainstorm, and therefore snow will land and pile up on the tops of the mountains, maybe make it look a bit better. But yeah, this it looks like a big mess from the back, honestly. It looks like a complete mess. I'm not going to bother removing the dirt. Some of the terrain is, of course, natural. The highest you can go on this mountainside is 251, which is about 2 below the world height limit. Or no, not 2, sorry. Like 6 or 5. 5. 6 minus 1 is 5. So obviously we've got the kind of canyon / ravine area here with the water, the shelf. We've got Moria under this extreme hills. Of course, I did kind of want to add 2 other hills. I'm actually not too disappointed that I'm not doing that now, given the state of all these. Oh man, I worked my absolute socks off today trying to get this finished, and I managed it. Does it look great? No, it sucks, but I don't care one bit. What we're going to do is we're going to add a bit of snow to the top of this mountain. I was planning on maybe adding it to the tops of the other ones, but I don't think that would make much sense on the basis that I would have to add more snow down to that Y level on this hill, and I don't really want that. So we'll just have a bit of snow at the top here. Maybe should we try and cover up the stone? Yeah, I guess we should. Let's try and cover up as much of the stone as possible. But yeah, we've got 1 or 2 other things to do this episode. Well, I guess the main thing we've got to do this episode now is the lake. I'm planning on doing a lake at the back of the hill. We'll do that and then I'll finish. And I think next time we'll work on Moria and get this kind of area finished up. Let's race, okay? I'm going to throw an ender pearl down there, but I'm also going to race, okay? Come on, let's go. Oh, we're racing! We're racing! We're racing! We're racing! That was close, actually. I got frightened there. I pulled up at the last second. I might have beaten it, maybe. You know, maybe Electra is just as quick. Oh, that looks terrible. It's so far away. It's so pathetic. Should I add a bit more? I really should add a bit more. I'll do a bit more off camera. Right now I need to work on the lake. We'll do that. So this is what the mountains look like at the back. Sort of bad. Well, not sort of bad. They look really bad from the back. That was obviously natural there, and I've just kind of piled it on top. I could have tried to make it look seamless compared with the, you know, the Minecraft terrain. Do I regret doing it? No. No, I don't, because it looks like okay from the front. And also, I think if I hadn't done it, I would have regretted it. You know, oh, what would it have been like? It might have come out well. I wouldn't say it's an eyesore. I mean, as I said, I'm not going to see it from this side all that often. One thing I do like is we've sort of got a hidden summit. If you look from down here, imagine you're standing down here, you look up. Okay, you can still see the summit. So you think the summit's up there, and it's like, oh no, You get to the top and oh no, there's another summit behind. Alright, here we are at the back door. Hey, look at that. Side entrance. This place looks like it's been wrecked by Endermen. Yeah, this is the entrance to the mountain. Go inside and there's not as many mobs as there was earlier. There was tons earlier. Maybe it's because they're all spawning. Yeah, they're all spawning over there because I've just ender pearled. But this is what it's looking like inside. I came in to get my bed, but I don't know where it's gone. Alright, well let's dispose of all that. We've still got all of that and those 2 chests left, so we've still got quite a bit. I didn't go through as much stone as I thought I would, so we could maybe use that for another project. Okay, so we're going to start the lake all the way back here. We're not going to bother worrying about the floor. We're going to have a bit of a waterfall, I think, because this feature of the mountain's rather weird. Yeah, that'll do. Not too fancy, but good enough. And let's race it down the bottom. And then we'll start the water level here, but I've only got 1 bucket. I was dumb enough to only bring 1 bucket, so we're going to have to just be careful with how we're laying it out. And so ends this part of the mountain terraforming project. Wow, what an episode. As you can see, I have done 1 or 2 wee things here. If you look closely, I've added trees, but like all in a very random, not so random formation. Also added a few path blocks and coarse dirt to kind of mimic a path sort of thing, but it doesn't really go anywhere, it's just for decoration. I decided against a massive lake because I plan on doing more with water in a future episode. So we've just got the water running from the mountain down into this randomly generated pool. And if you go up here, yes, water does freeze at this level, so I had to add 1 piece of glowstone to keep the water flowing, but this stuff hasn't frozen over yet. We've got our waterfall there that it looks okay. Again, I'm not going to pretend that this is fantastic. It's gigantic, but it's not that fantastic. I just placed random blocks in random places and at the end of it have some sort of a rock formation that is unlike anything that will randomly generate in this game. The other thing I did, less aesthetic, well, it was aesthetic, is down here. I kind of placed a few blocks and kind of got rid of the square look that came with... Well, actually, did I? Hang on a minute. Oh, yeah, okay. Maybe not. Maybe I need to do a wee bit more over here. I mean, I kind of sorted it out over there. Didn't really sort out this straight edge. But the point is, it looks a wee bit more natural now. The roof of the area where I built the thing. I mean, maybe not so much there. Yeah, I could probably do a wee bit more. I did some over here as well. I basically just added grass on top, added a few jagged edges, a tree, some flowers. It's fine, it's fine. Next episode, I've decided we will work on Moria, trying to finish that up. It's not like we're going to do anything major. We're just going to add the finishing touches. Off camera, I'm going to get rid of all these chests. These chests have been here since... What is that? Stone. Yeah, these chests have been here since the early days, I would say. Oh, hello. Get ye gone. Yeah, the chests have been here since the early days, so we're going to get rid of them. And yeah, come back next episode, finish up Moria. We'll maybe do some more terraforming on the mountains, but that'll happen over here. And yeah, hopefully it'll look cool. We shall see. But thank you very much for putting up with me this episode. It is very much appreciated. And as you can see, I have added on to the snow layer, and it looks a wee bit more respectable. I could add more, but I ran out of snow, and I can't be bothered adding any more. So there you go. Thank you. All the best. I'll see you when I see you.